Hello YouTube. This is Wendy from Language-Enthusiast. Okay, I'm going to talk about something with my mouth. Okay, while keeping my mouth like this because if I won't do it, my corner of my mouth droops and I don't like it very much, so I'm gonna do this. Okay. Today is probably what day? Saturday, August. Yeah, in yesterday's video, I said that October instead of August, and I don't know. I did that. Oh, I don't know. I why I did that. And August, no, yeah, 10th, right? 2024. Okay, today I didn't mean to videotape myself because, as I said yesterday, I decided to make a change to what I'm doing right now. So I started reading a lot from yesterday and videotaping myself speaking English is not the number one opportunity priority at the moment. Okay, so I don't want to spend as much time on speaking English because no matter how much I try to speak, it doesn't make me fluent. Yeah, it makes me more fluent by speaking a lot, but I really want to expand my vocabulary. I want to expand my active vocabulary. So in this case, and this is just an experiment, new experiment. What happens if I read more? Is it really good for my spoken English? Is it helpful? So I really want to know this. And since I used to be a perfectionist, I tend to take a all or nothing approach. In this case, I would probably do uh, okay, I totally stopped practicing speaking, and instead, all I do is just to read. Okay, and I really want to know if reading helps my spoken English, spoken language, even though I never spend time on practicing itself. I'm actually very curious about this and I really want to try. And yesterday I decided to take this approach, drastic approach, but now I'm speaking English, right? Because there are many things that I want to talk actually, so that's why I gave in. And now I'm in front of a camera, but this is going to be much shorter than the videos I used to make because I really want to spend more time on reading now. Okay, and at the same time, I really want to improve my Spanish, right? So I already started doing something to improve my Spanish. Like I'm using some YouTube channels, which are suitable for me, for my needs. And what I do is to videotape their. I'm not sure if this is okay or not, but as long as uh, I'm the only one who used the videos privately. Okay, I'm not going to upload them on my channel or anything. So I think it's okay. I'm talking about some kind of rights. Like, I forgot the name, but is it a, I forgot. Some kind of right, right? So as long as I can use the videos, myself. I think I'm not violating any kind of right or rights. Okay, anyway, I put some videos into my editing app I always use to edit my videos, okay, and take out all the unnecessary parts like translation parts, because once I understand the meaning of all those sentences in the video, translation part is not necessary anymore because it's English. It's helpful for me. I mean, the English translation could be very helpful for me because uh, by listening to the translation, I can improve my understanding of English also, since I'm now trying to improve my both languages at the same time. But this actually makes my situation very difficult. I have only 24 hours a day, and how to manage my time is the number one priority for me at the moment. I have tons of other things I have to do a day. So, okay, can am I keeping my mouth this way all the way? I hope so. Okay, anyway, and I'll take out all the unnecessary parts and to make a much shorter, more compact video for myself. And I use this one for quite some time until I fully understand. And I mean, all those sentences will get into my mind completely. Okay. But I try not to spend so much time on just one material because I don't think that using only one material for your study or for your learning is not a very good idea because um, how can I explain this? Okay, when you learn a language, you have to do several things at the same time. Like, you shouldn't focus on just one thing. Like, for example, you shouldn't focus on only vocabulary, for example, but you should refer to more things like natural conversations, listening natural conversations, and read. I don't think if you are a beginner, if you're a beginner, reading is not your number one priority, I guess, but still, okay. If you refer to only one thing, you can get very small part of the entire thing. Okay, so I try to do several things. Like in my case, okay, I refer to those YouTube videos, right? And one good thing about the videos I'm using is that they cover various topics, which means that I can refer to or I can learn a lot of vocabulary that I can use in my everyday situations. Okay, so and well, it's very difficult to explain. Anyway, I can explain my vocabulary, and by listening to all those natural Spanish sentences, I can learn how to say things, right? And anything else. And I repeat all those sentences at least twice. Okay, at least twice. If I can't say it very well, then I'll have to say more. Okay. And if I can say this sentence, the same sentence, perfectly without stopping, then I can practice reading it aloud at least twice. Okay, but at first I have to say more and more, like 20 times, 30 times until I get comfortable enough. Okay, and well, and okay, the most important part for my practice about Spanish, and but you can use this method for your English or other languages. Okay, I always play the videos at 1.25 faster. Okay, this way it's a bit fast. Okay, it's a bit fast, but it's not too fast. Okay, depending on the material though, the video, the language is spoken. If the language is spoken at a very fast speed, very fast, then if you make it 1.25 faster, then it can become too fast. Okay, but language learning materials often use very slow speech, right? Then uh, you're making it 1.25 faster doesn't mean that it's too fast. Okay, so this way I can listen to faster Spanish. Okay, and it's close to natural Spanish. It's not totally natural because uh, in the first place, those sentences are said or pronounced clearly. So if I make it faster, like 1.25 faster, it doesn't mean that it's as natural as Spanish spoken by ordinary people in those countries, okay? But still, it can be helpful to me and it's good for my listening, right? But it can also good for my repeating. Like if I try to repeat such faster sentences within in a certain amount of interval, and then I have to pronounce it as quickly as I can, right? And it can be very helpful because if you pronounce, if you repeat, if you say the entire sentence in a certain amount of time, like you copy, okay? You try to copy the example sentence, example audio, and exactly the same way. And so you have to pronounce it quickly, right? Much more quickly that you would if you use the original audio, right? Because the original audio can be slower, much slower. So it makes me pronounce the sentences faster, right? Then all I need to do is to pronounce it in a more effective way. Like it makes me think a lot, like how this sentence is made. Like sentences are made of small chunks, right? And I can memorize by saying, okay, by saying. Memorizing itself is not the main purpose. If I repeat the same thing over and over again, then naturally I can memorize it. This is the best way to acquire the language, I believe. And so I try to say the sentence by chunks. So in this way, um, it takes less time. Like, since I understand how to pronounce chunks already by repeating them many times, so I can pronounce the entire sentence. I can say the entire sentence in much shorter time. And the audio itself is faster, so it makes me say things faster, right? And in order for me to say all those sentences faster, I have to use chunks. And this is very good practice. I mean, if I want to express myself in Spanish in the near future, I'm going to start my spoken Spanish practice uh, like within a month or so. So I'm practicing it. I'm preparing for it now, okay? And then I can use all those chunks in my speech interchangeably. And this particular video, for example, has 4 sections, and each section has about somewhere between 10 and 12 sentences, okay? And the entire video is is the same topic, which means that the 4 sections are talking about similar things, okay, related to the topic. So, part one, okay, for example, audio one, the story is about something, okay. The story two, audio two, is talking about similar things. And the audio three, audio four, the entire audio uses the same vocabulary, same ways of saying things, same expressions, or something like that. So the more sentences I do, the more familiar those sentences are becoming. It's really helpful because repeating is very important when it comes to language learning, right? And so if I finish the entire video, I mean 4 sections entirely, then I can understand many expressions that I can use to talk about the same topic. It's very good, and I can use all those set phrases, chunks here and there interchangeably when I start speaking Spanish myself in the very near future, right? It's very interesting, and the channel uses lots of videos, like at the moment, more than 40 or so. Not too many, because if there are too many videos on the channel, I tend to be overwhelmed and I don't know how to start. Okay, but they still have somewhere between 35 and 40 videos now. Uh, it would be easy for me to catch up with them, keep up with them. Okay, it's very important, especially someone like me who gets overwhelmed by things very easily. Okay, and anything else? Um, in this particular channel, they have videos only in Spanish, no English, but translation is written under the Spanish sentence so I can understand the meaning and how to say the same thing in English also. So it's the best material for myself. And the Spanish audio is very natural and good, and they cover many topics. So at the moment, I can try to choose the topic that I'm interested in so that I can use them in my speech. Like, yeah, this kind of thing could happen to me. And yeah, this kind of thing has happened to me all the time. But, like, okay, I'm going to explain it. Um, I'm enthusiastic about something like repeating the sentences myself and try to understand all those sentences. And I get in. I'm into doing this, but the topic could be something that I never use. I would never use. For example, I say that when I started studying English, I used the radio programs, okay, radio programs offered by NHK, which is the public Japanese public broadcasting corporation. So they offered, uh, yeah, even now, okay, they offer such language learning programs, several language programs in several languages, okay, for several languages every day for free. You have to buy texts yourself though, okay, but just listening to their programs on the radio, then it's free. It's totally free of charge. And but the you cannot choose the topic, right? You just have to listen to the program, and the topics are something that are uh, offered by them. Um, there might be some topics that you never use in your speech. I know that it's very important to listen to various topics, even though those topics are something that you will never use yourself. Yeah, for listening, it's very important, and to expand your vocabulary, it's very useful. But when it comes to expressing yourself, um, you should choose your topics, okay? Because the more interested, I don't know, the more interested you are in those topics, it's more motivated, right? So, but when you use such studying materials that are offered by someone else, then it could be less mm, you might feel less motivated because uh, the topics are not always something that you can be interested in. Okay, but when it comes to YouTube videos, you can there are tons of videos out there, right? So you can choose the best material for yourself. And I chose this channel, and because this is best for me at the moment, and I can even choose the topic myself, right? And this is very good. It's interesting also, choosing my right that right topic for myself is the most fun part, okay? And then by watching the video, I can understand so many sentences that I can use with all those chunks that I can use interchangeably in my future speech. So it's very good. And I'm going to talk about another channel, another of my favorite channel, and this is okay. It's distracting. It's a notification from X. Okay. This another channel is I've talked about this somewhere before though. Okay. Um. Okay. The same actor. Uh, read reads several. There are several actors. Okay, voice actors. I guess I don't know if it's AI. I don't know, but I consider them actual actors, human beings, okay? And they read, one person reads um, both English and Spanish, okay? And this sounds very good. I mean, enticing to me, okay? Because I want to be trilingual at least, right? That's why if I hear someone speaking perfect English and Spanish, it sounds fantastic to me. So it's good for my motivation. And it's a conversational video. All day, most of them most of their topics or most of their sentences are just conversation, and there are some explanations in Spanish though, like narration. Okay, but most of the time they just speak, okay, conversationally in Spanish. And this video, their channel, their videos are good for me to improve my conversational knowledge. So I use both channels at the moment. And in order for me to use their videos very effectively, I make my own videos using their original ones, using my app, editing app. Okay, this is, and the speed is 1.25. This is the key, okay, to get used to faster Spanish, faster language, and in order for me to pronounce or say those sentences more faster and more effectively, like each chunks. Okay, each chunk. I don't think I can explain this very well, but okay, anyway. So it makes my language learning very exciting, but now I'm into reading more. I mean, when it comes to English, okay, I'm into reading English more. So I want to spend at least 3 hours on reading, and I really want to know how much it's going to be helpful for my spoken English. Okay, but I thought that I might stop entirely my speaking practice like this, but I decided not to because if I want to speak something, I mean, if I want to speak English and talk about something, then why should I stop, right? Yeah, that's 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 what I wanted to say in this video, and it's 27 minutes. So I think it's time for me to go now to start reading. And now I'm reading this book I bought on Kindle, the title of which is The Secret Life of You by Carrie. I can't read it because this glasses doesn't have a lens, so I can't read letters, small letters. But I got to know the book from when I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers. I was talking about him somewhere in my previous videos, but he's Italian. He can speak perfect English. He's an probably English teacher. Okay, he teaches English as second language, and his English is so charming because he speaks English with his Italian accent, but still, his English is easy to listen to, easy to understand, and he's my role models. Okay, and so he introduces this book one of his YouTube videos, and this book is written by um, Australian author, writer, female writer, and she was in one of his videos, and they were talking about this book and what this book is all about, or what this book wants to say, or something. And when I heard her speaking English, it was a bit difficult for me to understand because of probably her accent. And but surprisingly, her English in this book is very simple and easy to understand, and I could use some of her written English in this book as they are in my speech. So I got curious about this book because he was introducing some passages um, in one of his information page. I mean, there's this section on YouTube channel where the channel author can communicate with people, right? In this community page, right? And he introduced some passages from this book, and I was quite astonished to read it because it was good English, very simple, but still very good. And I'm a person who wants to write good English myself. So uh, when you read books, some books use very complicated English, right? I don't like it very much, but this book is unlike those complicated books. It uses very simple and very charming, okay, very charming English. Charming English, I don't think this is right to say, but very simple and still understandable. And so I decided to buy this book to know what this book was all about. And I was right. And I already read about 10, 1/10. Okay, 1/10. But I'm quite enjoying reading this book. And it's all about having your alone time um, this book doesn't say that you shouldn't use internet or SNS or something. It's always there, right? It's always there, and it's addictive, right? And you tend to, I mean, this makes you no brainer, don't you think so? Like you always depend on others' opinions out there. You you tend to be the one who just consume all those information without becoming anyone who tries to give information. I mean, there are two types of people, right? One is just to consume others' production, and the other is the ones who are trying to express themselves, express their thoughts, and try to um, I don't know which word I should use. Expose. Um, I forgot. I forgot. Okay. Uh, Try to let people know your opinion. There are two types, but nowadays there are so many people who are passive and who are just lazy, who are just sit there to wait for others do something for you, right? And especially SNS like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, they can be addictive. And because they are made that way, they are there to make you addicted. So you should be very careful about this. And so for some time in a day, like even yeah, myself, I always bring my iPhone, okay, smartphone, even into my bathroom or when I'm taking a bath, and because it makes me feel uneasy if I turned it off. Okay, I really want to make the most of my time, and this always keeps me busy, and without any sound, without any English, without any Spanish. It makes me feel so uneasy and anxious because it makes me feel that I'm wasting my time. But this author suggests that you should stop all those things from time to time to give yourself a lot of time to think. Think about yourself, think about things, and try so that you can give yourself the opportunity to have a talk with yourself. Okay, in this way, uh, it gives you the opportunity to think about what is important for you, not just consuming others' production, others' opinion. Okay, I think this is important, and I cannot explain about the book very thoroughly at the moment, but uh, I've been quite enjoying reading this book, and I'm glad that I got to know about this book by watching that particular video of the Italian guy. So I'm looking forward to reading the book more. Okay, so I'm gonna be very busy today. So it's time for me to go, but it's already 36 minutes, right? Okay, anyway, in yesterday's video, yeah, I'm not wearing my makeup now too, but yeah, my face was bare, and I don't think I was presentable enough. So I wanted to make the video private afterwards, but now it's still open, public. Okay. Okay, anyway, try not to be very negative. I want to stay positive. Okay. Okay, anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you are still there, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, have a great day. Bye for now.